Hello and welcome. You are here with me for Monday Musing number 43. Do you know what that means? This is video 301 in my effort to upload a video every single day for the year of 2019. 301. It finally feels like I am going to make it. I am actually going to do this. So that means I have 64 videos left for the entire year. That's still a lot of videos. I didn't do 64 videos in my first year on YouTube. I've been on YouTube 2 or 3 years now. I may not have done that many videos my second year either, but this is a different year. This year I will have done 365 and I am at 301. I'm feeling good about it. I am going to make it. It's going to get tough. There's a lot going on over the holidays for me and it is going to get tough. I am not going to do Vlogmas. I'm not going to do like the technical vlog every day for December that you see a lot of people do. I had thought about doing that, but my December is going to be way too busy to do that. In order to do what I am doing with uploading a video every day, I have to batch record, batch edit, and then upload beforehand. The Monday Musings come right before today is Sunday afternoon. I'm very much pushing it. And some of the videos I record and put up the next day, but most of them are recorded earlier than that. I've got to get them done and plan them out. Some are planned well ahead and some I'm just catching up on. I kind of do a mixture to give future Jill a little advantage to have some videos out there. I'm almost there. I have not looked beyond to 2020 yet. I just can't see that far right now. I've thought about it a little bit. I don't know how many videos I'm going to do. I'll probably take a little bit of a break. A break for me may be uploading just once a week or something along those lines. I'm not exactly sure yet. In doing this, I've had to come up with a lot of video ideas, obviously, and some of them have been just too hard to do right now, and so I've pushed them off. I just put them into 2020 ideas. I also can't have 2020 be just videos that take a long time to do. So we'll see. I am not sure what's going to happen in 2020, but I'm looking forward to seeing what will. I definitely do have a couple of ideas of what I'm going to do, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm not sure if the Monday Musing will continue. I don't know, but I'm starting to take a look at it. Thank you to those of you who have sent me photos. I appreciate that. If you would like to send me a photo for me to put in a video, please do that. I would love to honor some of you who have been here with me on this journey, and showing your photo is one way to do that. Wish I could have a big party. It's funny because my friends here, my friends in actual reality and real life, a lot of them don't watch me on YouTube. Some of them may not even know that I have a YouTube channel. Having a party here doesn't necessarily make sense. There's certainly people who do know, who appreciate what I've been going through, but the people who really know and appreciate it are you, and you are scattered all over. It would be lovely to have a party. I wish there were a way to do it. I wonder, I'm just thinking now, I wonder if that live video thing is the way to do it, but it would be New Year's Eve because that would be the last day. Just thinking about that right here on the fly, I'm not sure how that would work. I am very much looking forward to finalizing this year, and I am looking forward to celebrating that. Last week I talked about the Rangoon fashion show with the Greyhounds to benefit the Triangle Greyhound Society. It was at Rangoon Shoes, and there was Ruby Ribbon clothing and then my jewelry, and I had intended when I was editing to put some video of the fashion show. Somebody there did take footage for me on my phone, but when I got it, it was all in slow motion. And I mean, not just slow motion, but like barely moving kind of slow motion. I thought all of the footage was useless. That doesn't turn out to be true. Somebody did show me how I could recover that footage, so that is good news. I might have a video this week or next where I do show that footage and talk about the Rangoon fashion show and the Triangle Greyhound Society. I apologize, that footage was not in the video last week. Some of you noticed that a couple of my pieces are on eBay and you asked me about it. I don't know if this is the first time they've been on eBay. I don't really use eBay and I don't search it, but Bobster92 told me that there were actually 3 listings on eBay. They were all Jill Maurer pieces. Well, one of them turned out not to be a Jill Maurer piece. As far as I know, I haven't checked in a while, but there were 2 rings up on eBay. One is a silver band that, these were owned by separate people. They're up by separate sellers. And I don't know where they were purchased, whether they were purchased online or through a jewelry store. They could have both been worn as wedding rings. One is a silver band, and sometimes people stack those and sometimes people do use them as a wedding ring. The other is a large gold vertebrae. It's a solid 18 karat gold and diamond, and this one has channel set diamonds going through it. I will tell you that one is being offered for less than I could even make it for. I will say that they are in it for the silver band anyway. They're using my photos, so that's not a photo of the actual piece. I don't know what kind of shape it's in. At any rate, you asked me what I felt about it. I looked at it and I thought, okay, I don't know whether to be offended or whether to be delighted. I'm not really offended. They very well may have been used as wedding rings. They may not still be married and people may be wanting to get rid of them. I'm not really sure. That happens. That's life. What it does mean though, it's one of those little moments of, that's interesting. There's enough of my jewelry out there that it's showing up on the pre-loved market. That is not necessarily a bad thing. That's one of those, maybe not quite I've made it moments, but you know, I'm getting there kind of moments. That's sort of a nice thing. The third piece was a necklace, and they titled it Jill Maurer necklace. They had a little bio talking about me. It was not my necklace. It's nothing like anything I would ever make. It was signed Maurer on the back. Somebody else has the name. I don't know whose necklace it was. Bobster92 talked to me about it and contacted the seller and said, you know, I happen to know the designer, and she says this isn't her piece. The seller immediately said, I will fix that, and did fix that, so that was good. Another weird thing happened this week. This is actually weirder for me than finding my things on eBay. I make silver pieces, I make gold pieces, I make some expensive pieces with gold and stones, and I make some one-of-a-kind pieces. And the one-of-a-kind pieces, as they sound, are one-of-a-kind. I cannot make them again. And usually it's a one-of-a-kind piece because it's a stone that I have found that I will never find again, and I create a piece around it. But usually when I sell those, I'm selling them either directly or I might be at a jewelry store, but I'm at a trunk show. A lot of times the jewelry stores don't buy those pieces. I will arrive with them at a trunk show. I'd also be willing to send them sometimes on consignment. Usually I have known or seen the person who buys it because I'm either standing there at a trunk show or they have purchased it from me directly. This is the first time that I did consign a couple of one-of-a-kind pieces to a jewelry store and I wasn't standing in the store for a trunk show and it sold. Those are the hardest for me to let go. You know, I love those pieces. I would like to wear them. This particular piece was a bracelet and doesn't fit me. It's too big for me, so I never wore it, but that one's a little odd, and I know that I have to get over that. You're going to have, as a jewelry designer, one-of-a-kind pieces that you can never visit again because you don't know who owns them. That one was weirder for me, actually, than finding my pieces on eBay. Regarding the flagship store, I don't have a place yet, but I am honing in on it. I haven't really known even where I want to be. I live in Raleigh, North Carolina, and the triangle here is Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill. There's also Cary and Morrisville. That's kind of what's right around here. I think I have narrowed it down to Durham. I do like Durham a lot, and I've always liked to visit Durham, but I've never really, I've only lived in Raleigh. I've not lived in Durham. So I just don't know Durham as well. And I do think it is the place for the flagship store. I would like to hear from you on this. If you are from here, which do you think is better, Raleigh or Durham, for my flagship store? But the other thing is, if you don't live here and if you think about visiting this area, where would you visit? Would you visit Raleigh? Would you visit Durham? Or has neither one ever been on your radar? And if you would visit one or the other, what is drawing you here? Because one of the things that I would like to do is be somewhere where there are people who come to visit. Durham has DPAC, which is a very nice venue. It's a theater that attracts a lot of people. They have different productions there, different plays, different musicals and concerts, and it does draw a lot of people. Of course, there are people who visit Durham for different reasons and visit Raleigh for different reasons. But I think I'm honing in on Durham. I would love to hear what you think about that. Last week I did my video on Burberry being smarter than Chanel because Burberry chose to partner with The RealReal as opposed to sue them. A lot of you liked that video. I also did an interesting tag video that Cassie Thorpe had created and Chic Professor tagged me in, and the premise of this one is all of your bags are gone. You have a $10,000 budget to spend on bags, but the catch is whatever bags you choose, those are your bags for life. You have to carry them forever. What would you do? And I answered that question. It was sort of good timing for me because I have been thinking about paring down in my life in general, paring down my bags, paring down my house, just sort of paring down and living lighter and living smaller and maybe traveling more. And I have been thinking about selling several bags. I'm not sure if I'm quite there yet, but I am getting close and I'm thinking harder and harder about all of this. Normally when I sell bags, when I've sold bags in the past, I have sold them through The RealReal. I just box them up and send them to The RealReal and they sell them. I can also try Fashionphile. I have taken photos sometimes and sent them to Fashionphile, but Fashionphile hasn't offered me much. I've actually made more through The RealReal, even though The RealReal sells the bags for less. The net to me is more, which is kind of interesting. So it's a better deal for me and a better deal for you. I could offer some on my channel. I don't know how I feel about that, and I don't know how you feel about that. Let me know what you think about that. If that's something that you would like to see me do, or if you would rather say, no, leave us out of that, just, send them wherever you're going to send them. Last week, we also talked about English gold, South Sea pearls, festoon necklaces, and French back earrings. This next week, I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. One thing I know that I'm doing is I am doing a Halloween collab. So that's all I will say about that right now. That will happen on Halloween. Of course, I will have some jewelry minutes. One thing I'm thinking about doing is comparing the Louis Vuitton Zoe wallet that I just got with the zippy coin purse. This seems like a pretty good time to do that. I have been using the Zoe wallet. I haven't used it enough yet to review it, but I can certainly compare it with the zippy coin purse. Hopefully I will be filming more videos today. I do have to get this video shot, edited, and up, so we'll see. I am going to try to shoot at least a couple more videos before I turn the camera off today, so we'll see what happens. Please remember to send me some photos if you would like to do that. I'll leave the email address below. It's jillmaurerjewelry@gmail.com. Thank you again. You know how much I appreciate you. We have 64 more days together before the end of the year, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Until then.